Hey guys, this will be the final episode, so to say, of play calling week from me. I've been looking through the different ways, issues that play callers face, from building a play call sheet to scripting their first plays to looking at motions and shifts and how people use that. Yesterday we talked about tempo, how you use tempo in your offense. Today we're going to be talking about making in-game adjustments. So in-game adjustments, things that you've got to do as you get into the game, obviously, and the defense may be doing something different than you expected. How do you know what to do to call the right play to give your athletes the best chance to be successful? If you'd like more information as I go through this, or specifically from my offense, we run the Gun T RPO offense. I've got my playbook out, as well as about 15 different courses. So if you want to get in depth on any of this stuff, you can just reach out to me or go to my website, fbcoachsimpson.com. There's all kinds of information there. Also, if you would like more information on just these YouTube videos, you can subscribe at any point. And I'm planning on doing a different theme each week. So for today, we're going to talk about building in-game adjustments. And I'm going to talk specifically to my offense, but hopefully some of this stuff can carry over, whether you're spread, veer, whatever you run. Some of this stuff should hopefully be universal. All right, so the first thing you got to do is you have to have a built-in system within your coaching staff and how your sideline is going to work. I would highly, highly recommend maybe doing some scrimmage type scenarios leading up to your first games and practicing with your coaches as well and your players what's going to happen. You know, because I don't know if you have two-way players, one-way players, a staff of 12, a staff of 3. I don't know. You got to make it unique to you. And even in my Gun T RPO series, I walk through, here's one coach, two coaches, all the way to however many you might have. But it needs to be something that's unique to your offense, okay? So for us, the system is going to include how much live film we can shoot down to our sideline. Unless you're in the state of Texas, sorry guys, you can record and watch the game almost as it's going. So we're going to use that as much as possible, making sure that our kids are seeing what's going on and our coaches. In order to do that, though, we want to have a setup on the sideline with either a TV, okay, or an iPad or whatever it is, so that we're getting live looks at what's going on. Nothing more frustrating than your right guard telling you something's going on, you go back and look at the film, and it's not. So you need to have something set up, an end zone shot, a wide shot, something, whatever you're able to do, even if that means you beg your wife to do it, maybe get her away from those fans that are making fun of you anyway, let her shoot it, whatever you can do to get that live film, because nothing is better than that. Okay, and because I'm not sponsored by anybody, so I don't really care which one you get. We use Huddle Sideline because it's all together. There are several other series that are good, I'm sure you can get also. But you got to get that film because that's going to help you make your adjustments. You also need to have your coaches on headphones and who talks to who and how's that going to work. And that's got to be practiced. Those of you with a small staff, probably not a big problem. Those of you with a bigger staff, there's nothing more annoying than 35 guys talking, you're trying to call a play. It's tough. Okay, so I don't even wear headsets, but I've got a guy right next to me who's designated to wear them and stand next to me and let me know what's going on, because I just can't handle all that noise. I've also had it set up before where I've worn the headsets and just talked to 2 or 3 coaches and flip back and forth on the channels. But it's something you need to address and work through before you get into a game, because it's hard enough to call plays and guys are just trying to help, but too much help can be over information for you. The other thing you got to do is coach your coach's eyes and coach your quarterback's eyes. You know, what are we looking for? Where are the problems coming from? Mainly I'm talking to your coaches. You know, what happens a lot of times if it's not a sign is you had a great play. Hey, where'd that tackle come from? And you didn't have somebody assigned to watch maybe the defensive line or the linebackers or the outside backers or the DBs. And so everybody watched the ball because that's what people do that are fans. And that's what a natural instinct is to do. So you have to coach up your coaches as to who's looking at what. Okay? You might have, hey, I want you to look at inside linebackers. I want you to look at the 9 technique. I want you to look at this. So you know what's going on. Okay. All right. Same with your quarterback. You make sure you're working with his eyes. He a lot of times can see things because he's right there where there's problems, where guys are having issues. Terminology. I'm going to talk about that behind me. Terminology needs to be built into your system. You can't just do this on a Friday night and expect to, we're going to make this quick adjustment if it's not already built in. So I'm going to use my favorite play and the way we build in adjustments before the game plays, and then we just tag a word and the adjustment is made. So for us, our favorite play is buck sweep. So we can run buck sweep normal. Okay, we just line up and call it buck sweep. We run it normal, no adjustments are made. And then I've kind of marked the problem areas as we've gone through buck sweep that we have problems with. So we got problems with a 9 technique. Well, we got a tag for that. So we have that tag already in. Well, we're going to do something different with that guy. So if I find out from my coaches he's a problem, one key word, we've tagged it and answered it. Maybe our problem's coming from a big time nose tackle in a 1 technique. Well, 1 word tag, boom, we've fixed that problem because it's built into what we know is a problem. Backside, we're heavy RPO. I love RPOs because they take care of backside problems. So we have an RPO for an interior defensive lineman, an RPO for an exterior defensive lineman, an RPO for a backside linebacker, an RPO for a backside outside linebacker. All of these are built-in tags to our offense because we know these are problems, so we're building in terminology with 1 word. We can tell our quick tackle, hey, we're going to read him, he's a problem for us. Okay? Or we want you to block him, he's a problem for us, and we'll read him. But these are just 1 word tags, and I walk through all of those in my system. Whatever system you run, you need to have those key words, those key tags, so that in the middle of a game, you're not having to draw new stuff up. You just tell the kid the tag, and it's built into your system. If you'll do that kind of stuff ahead of the game, then the in-game adjustments become much easier because now it's just something that they already know. Okay, and that's all done in preparation work. Hopefully this week has helped you guys on calling plays. I know this has been kind of specific to what I do. Hopefully you can take it and use it towards whatever system you might be running. Just remember, if you're going to make in-game adjustments, you need to have a system set up. Where do guys' eyes go? And then you got to have built-in answers to your system and the terminology to go to those quickly. Guys, if you'd like more information on my system specifically, I've got the playbook out. I got a lot of stuff out. You're welcome to it. You can reach out to me. If you just like looking at the YouTube stuff, that's awesome too. Just click the subscribe button if you don't mind, and I'll be having a whole other theme coming up next week. Appreciate your time.